Hi guys, and I'm back with this review, but before the review, it's shout out time. And this shout out goes to Matt Slade, or Jubilee Road, depending on how you know him. His channel is a mixture of foreign locos, English locos, Welsh locos, trips to see ships. I think he's going to Goodwood this year, which I'm a little bit jealous of that, but yeah, he's going Goodwood, I believe. How to's. He loves his American locos as well. Any USA fans listening. So yeah, please check out his channel or his Facebook page. The channel will be down below in the description, and the Facebook page will be as well. So yeah guys, today's review is this Air Smooth Merchant Navy class. To be honest with you, I didn't think the Merchant Navies were ever air smooth. I thought they were more like that there, but no, they're not. Just to prove it's all new, the box. On the box, you can see. Not very good go, but yeah, it's all there. Bag of details is all in there, which I'm not going to add because it's too fiddly. Yeah, I bought this one from a pawn shop, basically. My mate was on a holiday and saw it in the shop. Rang me up and said, "They've got this. Do you want it?" I asked how much. It was £50. Even if I didn't want it, I'm not going to be silly to turn that money down, am I? But yeah, so I got this from pawn shop basically. It's always worth looking there if you ever go buy one. The only bits I've missed out on the history, the details is as a plug from the tender to Loco. The trailing bogie or the pony truck, whatever you want to call it, is fixed, and it has a flangeless wheel. It has pickups on all the tender wheels, I believe, and the 6 here. It also has a I forgot what motor it is. But anyway, the motor is meant to instead of it stalling on points, it will just carry on because the electric going through is continuously. So yeah, sorry about it. I don't know what it is. So yeah, let's get on with the review. Here is some information on the model history, that is. The Merchant Navy class has been a subject of several models by different manufacturers, including Hornby Railways, Graham Farris, and Metrics. The first 00 model of a as-built locomotive produced by Hornby/Wren in 1962, followed by modified versions. Hornby and Graham Farris currently produce a rebuilt version of the class in 00 and N. Hornby's model was introduced in 2000 edition of the Hornby catalogue as of December 2010. 15 members of the class have been produced. In March 2015, Hornby announced they would include a new as-built version of a 00 gauge in their 16 range catalogue. This model was postponed until 2017 range. As we move on to the front of the Loco, as you can see here, just above the buffer beam, you have the number of the Loco, which is 21C3. It was the third made out of the batch of 30. You also have a separately applied handrails. You have I think it's 8 lamps. Don't work, but there. You also have like a shoehorn shape, which says Southern, and then I think it says Italy Works below. As you can see, there's no smoke deflectors here. It's all air smooth, totally air smooth. And we have sprung buffers too, and a little hook. As we move on to the side of the Loco, the nameplate there is, well, it's definitely applied, but it's not hetched is the word. It says Merchant Navy along there, and around the circle it says Royal Mail. The livery is a yellow lined green, malachite green, southern one. Same with the wheels, malachite green instead of the black ones. You get the typical bullied wheels. The brake was already fitted. You have glazing in the cab there as well. And I'm not sure if you can see this or not. The vent opens. As we move on to the side of the cab and tender, as you can see, we have the doors to stop you falling off. I'm not sure the right word. Separately applied handrails either side. We have the streamlined tender, which I've never seen on before. It's really nice. And we have the southern livery on the tender, and we also have the number that I said before as well. As we move on to the back of the tender, like I said before, it's sprung buffers again, separately applied handrails and steps down this side here. There also is a small NEM pocket coupling as well. As we move on to the interior of the cab, everything's painted. You can't see very well here, so there might be a picture come up. As we move on to the top of the Loco, I do apologise. Inside the chimney, there is, I think, 7 little holes like a blast pipe. I will try and get a picture up. As you move down, we've got the safety valve and whistles. We have the, see there, we have the thing that moves, the vents for the cab. The overhang streamline, mini low coal load, and then we have some more piping and water caps here. SR Merchant Navy class. The SR Merchant Navy class was originally known as the 21C1 class, and later known as the Bullied Pacific, Spam and Peckett's. It is a class of air smooth 462 Pacific steam locomotive designed for the Southern Railway by Bullied. The Pacific designs was chosen in preference to several others proposed by Bullied. The first member of the class was constructed during the Second World War, and the last of the 30 locomotives in 1949. Here is some information on the class. Power type steam. Designer is Bullied. Builders are Eastleigh Works SR. The built date is 1941 to 1949. 30 of them were built. The wheel configuration is a 462 Pacific of standard gauge. Fuel type is coal. They have 3 cylinders. They operated under the Southern Railway, the British Railway. The power classification SR, BR was the Merchant Navy. A and 8P. The location is Great Britain. There's 11 surviving members out of the class. Here is some information on the Loco I just looked at. Its BR number is 35003. Its SR number is 21C3. Its name is Royal Mail. Class code is MN. Designer is Bullied. The wheel configuration is a 462 as we know. It was built on September 1941 at Eastleigh Works. The 1948 shed code is 72A Exmouth Junction. Don't have the last shed code, sadly. It was rebuilt on August 1959. It was withdrawn June 1967, and it was disposed at Cashmore, Newport in 1963 as well. Just a side note here, it was the third one to be built at the 30. It also holds a speed record. It reached 105 miles an hour. This is the last one to do on the British Railway at the class as well. So yeah guys, that's it on the tracks. Doesn't it look really nice? So yeah, let's see how slow it can go. Remember this DCC, basically analog. I don't understand this DCC stuff. So let's see how slow it can actually go, shall we? That's in reverse. Again, that's pretty good, but I expect it's not smooth. So what we'll do is I'll let it run ahead. So yeah guys, that's the end of the video. I do apologise in advance. It's not the best made video in the world. It's a little bit rushed in parts. I don't really know what I'm on about because it's more newer than I expected. So yeah, well, it runs pretty well. Amazing actually, in fact. Don't know if you can see it here. I'll have to turn it back on. It moves by itself, like, you know. I think it's because electric stored. I don't know. So I was running with a mixture of the Pullmans and the Railway Children coach because I don't have another brake in the Pullman livery, so I had to compromise. Its running partner today was Blue Star. I think that's the unrebuilt version. I'm not sure. It's basically the one with the smoke deflectors. This is the first version, and then that's the last version. Got that correct. That was running with World War II, 1 coaches, I believe. So yeah. No other Locos on. Empty. Just wanted to get it out really. So yeah, please check out Matt's channel. Matt's latest channel. Like I said, in the description or the eye. Facebook page will be down below. Until next time guys. It's goodbye from them. It's goodbye from me. Bye.